Okay, I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool. So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you gay? Like, what? And like, he I just wanted him to like try and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. But I just now I feel ugly. This is what
You get mad at a guy because he respected your wishes. You told him you did not want to sleep with him. And that's cool. That's your choice. Got no problem with that. But then when he does not try anything because you initially told him no, you say that he's sassy now because he didn't even try to have sex with you when you already told him that you did not want to have sex with him, and you want to be like, no, but you want him to try. These are the mind games that they want to freaking play out here. What? Are you kidding me? Not in this Me Too culture, not in this cancel culture, not in this believe all women culture. Oh, hell no. You said no. I was being a gentleman. I respected your boundaries and I didn't try anything. But so now I'm sassy because I didn't try anything, but you still weren't going to have sex with me because you didn't want to, but yet you wanted to deny me if I wanted to try. Like, these are the, what? Where's the logic in all this? No means no, right? Where so we live in a world where no means yes, or you say no, but you didn't really mean it, but you wanted him to try, but you still didn't want to have sex with him. You just wanted to reject him for your own ego. And you see why guys are so tired of women nowadays. They're so tired of the mind games. They're so tired of trying to deal with modern women like this because you just want to play these freaking mind games all the time and just say no means yes and yes means no. Guys are just so confused. They're just saying, forget it. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. Like, lady, just go to hell. Go to hell with all of this BS, all these freaking mind games and childish games that you are playing out here with men. If you don't want to do it, don't get upset because he didn't pursue anything. If you did want to do it, and just say so right up front and just be done with it. Like, stop being a freaking child about it. Do you want some? Do you not? I mean, these are exactly how false allegations happen to men all the time. This is what happens when men get accused of doing a very heinous crime, of forcing himself on top of her. The guy that dealt with her, dude, you dodged a huge bullet because she did not want to be with you. She just wanted her ego boosted. And if you actually did try something, she'd have called a popo right away and said that you tried to force yourself on top of her, and you would have caught a charge. Your life would have been over and done with because she wanted you to do it, but she said no, but she wanted to reject you. Like, you can't win with some of these women.
Crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
Fellas, y'all drop it in the comments, but y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. I think a real reason why men are looking to be single and not looking to date, because in a lot of guys' eyes, the risk outweighs the reward that you think worth the squeeze. So most of these women want a man to be a full provider male, at like 30 years old or something, or maybe fresh out of college or whatever. He got to make six figures. He got to be 6 foot tall. He got to have a six pack. He got to have a 6 inch. He got to have an anaconda. He got to have all these high standards. And women want the top 5-10% of men. And most guys don't even qualify for them in the first place. So why would he even want to try? It's like you don't want to even deal with a regular guy. You don't want to deal with the dude who's a plumber. You don't want to deal with the dude who's an electrician, any kind of trade, or maybe he's starting his law firm or starting his law degree or something. You don't want to build with the guy. You want to wait for him at the freaking finish line. And you have these freaking divorce laws out here that do not favor men whatsoever. Men are not afraid of marriage. Men are afraid of divorce. Men are afraid of having their families ripped apart. Men are afraid of giving up half of their money, half of their assets, having to pay child support for 18 years, having to pay alimony for a lifetime, to try to have a stay-at-home wife to take care of the kids and all that other kind of stuff, because women file for divorce 80% of the time. That's another reason why men are hesitant to get married nowadays, because of these freaking divorce laws. So because she's not happy for whatever reason, she can just decide to file for divorce, take half the stuff that I have worked for to provide the family, rip my family apart from me, alienate me from the kids, force me to pay alimony and child support, take the house, take the kids, take the car, take everything that I have worked so hard for to provide a lifestyle for us. And you are incentivized to do so. That's why they file for divorce. And so now the men have to go find an apartment, become an every other weekend dad, maybe get a Thursday night dinner, maybe get 3 weeks in the summer or something like that, when he had a family to come home to every single night. And to go along with that, men are loved conditionally. Men are only loved under the condition that we provide something. As soon as a man stops providing for whatever reason, maybe he has an injury, maybe he loses a job, maybe something catastrophic happens to him, he's just in a bad mental state, he lost his mother, he lost his father, he lost his kid, or whatever, the women in his life will be gone in a heartbeat. Fellas, if you lost your job, say you got laid off, you got fired unjustly, the business closed or whatever, something that is not your fault, it just so happened to happen to you. How long would it be before your girl, your wife, leaves you? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, because guess what? You ain't bringing any money. You're not providing something. She will leave you quick, fast, and in a heartbeat. Don't matter if she said any vows for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, and sickness and health. Don't matter any of that stuff. She will leave you. File for divorce for the simple fact that you lost your job, your income is not coming into the household, and you are not providing. You are gone. But if it's a dog, if it's a child, if it's anything else in this world except a man, the woman will love that person and that animal unconditionally. But when it comes to a man, oh no, we are loved only under the condition that we provide something.
This one's for all the dudes that complain that they just don't want to approach women anymore because they think they're going to be slapped with sexual harassment.
And let's hear it.
Guys, you are making a mountain out of a molehill.
Really? And why is that?
You understand that that is worst possible case scenario.
Yes, and a lot of people's minds often go to the worst case scenario. I wonder, is one going to stop telling women to think of the worst case scenario when they're approached by men? Probably not, right?
And the likelihood...
This goes back to that whole man versus bear thing that was going around. Why did women say that they would rather choose to be alone in woods with a bear versus a man? Because a man would force himself on top of her, because a man would do some kind of heinous crime to her, leave her chopped up in the woods or something like that. But yet you have no problem saying that a man should not have the worst case scenario when it comes to a woman. What? So you have no problem saying that a man is going to do something harsh to you, but a man should not say that a woman's going to accuse you of anything crazy. Are you kidding me right now? Yes, we are going to find the worst case scenario because we have much more to risk out here dating than women do. Yes, women have the possibility of getting a man to jump on top of them or whatever, but a man just off your words can have his whole life ruined. You don't have to even do anything physically to him. You can just say that he did something to you. You can just say that he harassed you. You can say that you felt threatened by him, and the police will come and lock him up because we live in a world of Me Too. We live in a world of believe all women. This is the world that y'all wanted, ladies.
The likelihood of it actually happening is very, very, very slim.
I refer back to my previous question.
What's more likely to happen is that if you approach a woman and she's just not interested for whatever reason, which could be one of many reasons, mind you, she will likely just politely let you down easy.
Likely, yes. But that doesn't change the fact that most people's minds go off into what is the worst case scenario.
And in my profession,
Even if she doesn't let you off easily, sometimes she's looking for an ego boost. Sometimes she wants you to approach so she can just deny you, especially around her other friends or on social media or something. How many women have you seen pull out their phones, put a video on TikTok of her rejecting a man and get some, oh yeah, you go ahead, girl. They love to do this kind of stuff. And all the time, it just embarrasses men. That's another reason why guys don't want to approach anymore. They don't want to be put on TikTok. They don't want to be put on some kind of Facebook group or whatever, look to feel like a creep or something just by simply saying hi, or you think that they're looking at you in the gym or whatever. No, they're just trying to figure out if you're done with your set so they can use the freaking machine.
professional opinion, that's worth taking the 5 seconds out of your day to go up to the woman that you're interested in and say hello.
Could it be worth it? Yes. Do a lot of guys want to risk the possibility of rejection or worse? No.
Because being all angry, butthurt in the comments, and just swearing off women and dating altogether is not helping you. It's only making your mental health worse.
What would really be nice to see is for some individuals to really stop downplaying the lived experiences of some men, as well as their fears and their feelings. I think we'd get a lot farther in communication if we would actually just start listening to each other.
Yep.
How is it that I look like this today, yet no man wants me to be his girlfriend?
Is this
Maybe because you crazy as hell with that attitude. Like you, the petulant child.
a serious question? Because women just went from saying they rather pick a bear over a man. So why the hell would men approach you or even look in your direction? But not only that, so many women have taught men over the years that all men are predatorial, so the good men of the world gave up. And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And
See, men have adjusted. Women are the ones that walked away from relationships. Women are the ones that changed the dating game. Women are the ones that have these crazy standards, or they want to just insult men, shame men, say that they're predatory, say that they'd rather be in the woods with a bear or something. Matter of fact, call the damn bear. Don't call us, call the bear, because that's who y'all really want to be with. Say, men have adjusted to the dating market over the years, and now this is the new age of dating, ladies. Y'all wanted Me Too. Y'all wanted to believe all women. Y'all wanted the right to just say whatever you want. Y'all have been talking so much crap about men for the last 30, 40 years since the first wave of feminism started. Now men are just saying, look, we're tired. We're sick of dealing with all of this crap. We're sick of having to tiptoe around your feelings. We're sick of having to not look like a predator or anything like that. Men are just tired. They're tired of women demanding $300 dinners or whatever for the first date. They're tired of women calling men sassy and dusty and all this other kind of stuff just because they don't get the demands that they want. And then women blatantly want to ignore the freaking preferences that men have. Men have been asking for decades. Men want you with your natural hair. They don't want any weaves or all this other kind of stuff. They want you at a healthy weight. We don't want no big back silver gorillas out here. And they want you to be peaceful, to be charming, to be easy on the eyes, to be nice to be around, to have a good personality, to have a good attitude. Is that so hard? It does not matter what your degree is. It does not matter how much money you make. Are you a genuinely nice person to be around? Can we have a casual conversation? Or do you have these high unrealistic standards for men? And guys just saying, no, I'd rather be at home with my PS5 and maybe a bottle of lotion or whatever, but I have peace. I have peace in my household, and I don't have anybody arguing with me over some little petty stuff out here. So we're just sick and tired of it.
And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. They don't know if they're going to be accused of doing something they didn't do.
Yep.
They don't know if they're going to be used for dates. They don't know if they're going to be manipulated and then called a narcissist. And in this particular video, she's also asking why didn't they approach her because she looks the way that she looks. But the bottom line is most women are basic. There's nothing special to them. We all look the freaking same. So yeah, you actually have to come with more than just your looks. You actually need a personality nowadays too. Okay, bye.
So, see, most women are average. Most guys are average. But you have average looking women demanding that they get the same treatment as a freaking supermodel or something. That's another problem out here. And then you have women, they're quick to call a guy a narcissist. They're quick to call the police on a guy. They're quick to say that he's just this bad dude out here, and all these men are bad. All these men are dogs. They just on the down low. They gay. They're in jail or something like that. Men are just sick and tired of all these insults that women quickly hurl at them, and we don't even want to deal with it anymore. Why should I try to approach you when you want an ego boost to reject me? Why should I try to approach you when 30% of women admit that they only go on a date with a guy just for free food? That's why guys are just doing coffee dates for the first date. But no, that ain't good enough for you. That's why that whole Cheesecake Factory thing was such an uproar, because women was like, oh no, I'm too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Excuse me? For a first date, the Cheesecake Factory ain't good for you? All right, fine, and we ain't gonna work together. So if women would drop a lot of these unrealistic standards out here and actually get real about themselves, check that attitude at the door, and actually have a good conversation with a man, maybe they'll find a good man out here.
Girl, it's bad out here. It's really bad. But one thing I have to say is, anytime I've dated a non-black man, like, I've never had this issue. Like, they never asked me for a place to live. They never asked me to pay for anything. So maybe we just need to expand our options. But I see it. Like, I see it. It's bad. It's really bad.
See, you have women like this that say that black men are always broke and always homeless, begging for money, refusing to date them anymore. No, these are the men that you attract. These are the men that you date. These are the men that you entertain. There are plenty of black men out there who got this stuff together, who got their own car, who got their own apartment, who actually doing something with themselves, but you don't find them attractive because they're a plumber. You don't find them attractive because he's 5'8". He ain't 6 foot tall. He ain't got a six pack. He don't make six figures right now. Those are the kind of guys that you seem to attract. You just want to ignore everybody else. And she got the audacity to say that she don't have this problem dating any other race of men. Okay, well, go ahead into the OC. Go do what you feel like doing. And when that same guy who you ignored, when that same guy who's a plumber, who's 5'8", who's 5'10", goes on to date a Becky, goes on to date a Latino girl or Asian girl, I don't want to hear you crying, talking about, oh, why he dating her? Why he married to Becky? Oh, you couldn't handle a black woman. You couldn't handle a strong black woman. No, you just ignored him and you just left him to the wayside. So this happens to a lot of dudes out there. So they just, all right, fine. I'll go find me another race of woman who wants me for who I am and what I have going on right now, what my trajectory is for the future, not wait for me to get to the finish line, wants to actually build a life with me, and I will marry this woman and have kids with her and build a lifestyle with her, and I'll just leave your ass in the dust. And when you a single baby mama with 3 kids or 4 different dudes, don't come looking for me. Don't get mad at me, but I've been with my wife for 10 or 15 years because you ignored me when we were fresh out of college. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about these videos today. Did I get anything right? Did I get anything wrong? Y'all let me me know what y'all think about men who are just refusing to date women nowadays. What's your opinions? Leave it down in the comment section down below. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.